Carla and the Christmas Cornbread by Carla Hall. Illustrations by Cherise Harris. It's Christmas Eve, one of my favorite days of the year. That's when Mama, my sister, Kim, and I go to Granny's house to celebrate the best holiday ever, Christmas. Every year, I pack my holiday pajamas and my trusty sidekick, Bubba. And every year, I ride in the back seat, which is always piled high with Christmas presents. The best part of the ride is watching the lights twinkle on the houses as we whiz by. When I see the sign that says it's 20 miles to Lebanon, I know we're almost at Granny's house. Granny makes the best cornbread in the whole wide world. Cornbread is my favorite. Kim fiddles with the radio and finds a station playing the Jackson 5. Santa Claus is coming to town. We all sing along. Almost there. Granny is looking out of the kitchen window when we pull into the driveway. Granny, is the cornbread ready yet? I shout. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Carla and Bubba. Merry Christmas, Granny, I say. Is the cornbread ready yet? Now that you're here, I can start baking it, she says. Granny pulls the cast iron skillet out of the heated oven and pours cornbread batter into it. Hiss, pop. The batter crackles as it hits the hot pan. Little bubbles dance around the edges. Granny uses her big oven mitt to put the skillet back in the oven. 20 more minutes until the cornbread is done. I can't wait. Merry Christmas. We hear our grandpa call from the front door. Where are my girls? Grandpa is a doctor, and everyone calls him Doc, even us. He scoops up Kim and me and gives us a bear hug. When Doc settles into his chair, Bubba and I search for our favorite ornament on the Christmas tree. It's Santa with his big bag of toys. He looks just like me. Doc, where do you think Santa is right now? I asked. Well, he's probably all the way across the ocean, bringing presents to the children in France. Doc pulls a big book off the shelf. He shows me a picture of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. When I was young, way before your mama was born, I went to France, he says. I ate snails cooked in butter. I think about the snails that leave slimy trails on the lettuce leaves in Granny's garden every spring. Yuck! I don't think I'd like to eat snails, I say. They have lots of other things to eat in France, Doc says, laughing. You should try everything because you never know what you might like. Just then, Granny calls us to dinner. We settle around the table to eat thin fried pork chops smothered in gravy, green beans, and my favorite, Granny's cornbread. Tomorrow, when all the aunts, uncles, and cousins come over, the table will be groaning with pans of macaroni and cheese, glazed ham, deviled eggs, creamed spinach, collard greens, sweet potato, baked apples, and popcorn balls. After dinner, Mama sends Kim and me upstairs to put on our jammies. You can help me put together a puzzle, but you can't stay up too late, she warns, or Santa will have to go on to the next house. When Bubba and I come back down to the dining room, there is the most perfect sugar cookie sitting on a plate. I take a big bite. Carla, Kim yells, that's Santa's cookie. I stop chewing. The cookie turns to dust in my mouth. My eyes filled up with tears. I ate Santa's snack. What if Santa puts me on the naughty list? He won't come tonight. There will be no presents. And everyone will know I did a not so great thing. Christmas will be ruined. Carla, come here, Granny calls out. I'm in big trouble. I'm sure of it. I drag my feet toward the kitchen. But when I get there, Granny is smiling. It's okay. Santa likes cookies, but he really likes kids who are kind and sweet, like you, she says. Don't worry about that old cookie. I've got a better idea, she says. Granny pulls out a tiny cast iron skillet and then cornmeal, buttermilk, and eggs. We'll make Santa a special Christmas cornbread, she says. Granny oils the pan and puts it in the oven. She shows me how to mix together the cornmeal, baking powder, and salt. Then whisk in the eggs and buttermilk and pour the batter into the hot skillet. Finally, Granny puts the pan back in the oven. While the cornbread bakes, Granny puts soft butter, sugar, cinnamon, and a touch of almond extract in a bowl and gives me a spoon to mix it up. Cinnamon butter. When the tiny cornbread is ready, Granny cuts it into wedges and puts the pan on a tray with the cinnamon butter and a glass of cold buttermilk. Bubba and I put the tray next to the tree. Looks good, says Doc. Santa gets tired of all those cookies, I bet. Still, when Kim and I settle into bed, I feel sad about eating Santa's cookie. I hope he loves cornbread as much as I do. I close my eyes, and quick as a wink, it's time to wake up. It's Christmas morning. Kim, wake up, I cry. Bubba and I peek downstairs. I'm happy to see there are presents, and all the cornbread is gone, except for one little wedge. And there's a note. Dear Carla, thank you for the cornbread. It was very good. I saved a piece just for you. Merry Christmas, Santa. It's the best Christmas ever. The end.